Stand to MechWarriors, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we continue the campaigns of Star Wars Sardaukar. And last time, well, we're on our brand new long-running contract, and things are going to be interesting. I have teased this on the Discord a bit, but we have made a catastrophic error, and I will talk more about that error after the first mission. We're going to try and get 2 missions in today, as I prefer to do it that way. That gives you guys enough content to have some fun with, and doesn't bore you with the mech lab. So, last mech standing. Alliance of Clanian battle mechs has been rampaging through Russellhagian territory on Stanats. They've been raising the population centers, burning fields, refineries, looting storage facilities. They're clearly doing everything they can to drive our people out. This is terrorism, pure and simple. We need you to find them and destroy them. No scrape, and no prisoners. So let's drop on in with a couple of modified mechs. While the Trailblazer is ready to go, I'm not taking out of this one because I have a very interesting piece of equipment that I want to give a shot. And that is Synapse's, well, he's got a command console in the head. This thing weighs 6 tons, 3 tons more than a standard cockpit, but I wanted to try and give it a shot. I wanted to see what it would be all about. And, well, it makes him basically a medium mech as far as movement is concerned. So that's not going to be super important for the first turn. We're just going to drop down to initiative 1. But I wanted to see if that would help us with anything. Because it's a little bit heavy to want to put into a medium mech. But I'm not sure. So we're testing it. And so, well, yes, we're pretty much ready to rock. Ooh, we have multiple mechs already. Pretty much ready to rock with the Trailblazer with its brand new Gauss rifle. I just wanted to see what a command console will do. So we've got 2 unknown mechs, 1 up top, 1 on the bottom. We don't know what phase they're going to be moving in. I'm assuming reinforcements will show up. We got number 3. Elemental Toad, you die now. You die immediately. Starburst. You practically exist because these guys do. What's your accuracy? That's not terrible. If I sprinted to get even closer, that's 57, 64, 80 versus 57, 75, 89, 93. So we're going to hold at range. Yeah, it's only 3 pips of evasion, which stacks up to a whole bunch, but we're taking him down. Structure exposed. We blow off his leg, heavily damaged his torso. Tore at his torso, tore at his center. Okay. In case you were wondering, that's what the Trailblazer was built to do, which we then put into the ROM. There's 2 toads. Oh, crap. We've already used... Okay, that's a problem. We've already used him. Lock him up with long-range weaponry. 24%. That's not good. Catapult, take aim, and fire everything you got. So we managed to hit him with the Tagger. That'll be good for follow-up. But shoot everything at the toad. CT is open. He's got 21 health left. Ek, can you do it with your pulse laser follow-up? And a Commando 2C, okay. I was getting worried. The Commando 2C, we can steal his ATMs. So we'll deal with you in time, but right now there's a toad on the field, and the toad must die first. Evasion, or 24% on the cannon, plus 29s on everything else. If we sprinted to get even closer, we're looking at 24s and 35s. I'll take that. It's not much better, but it is better. He's out in the open, which means I only need 1 hit on the CT. Oh, never mind. He's guarded? Yes, he's guarded. Okay. So, fire everything. Oh, thank you so much. Ek and the Punisher, nailing him completely with that ultra autocannon. Was not expecting that at all, but we've taken out both of the toads already. That's 50% of the enemy units destroyed before the reinforcements have shown up. I hope the reinforcements don't show up. We got a 20-ton mech. It's a Piranha, okay. With a lot of machine guns. Firing his machine guns down to the Punisher, but not able to connect. That evasion just cheating, stacking with it. So 2 light mechs, and that's it at this point. Okay, more ATMs being fired towards the Bushwhacker, ignoring 3 pips of its evasion and managed to get 1 hit in. So I kind of think that the main target should be... Are you going to come down? No, he's going to moonwalk backwards. And fire more shots at the Punisher. He wants to kill it. He's gunning for him. Yeah, a whole bunch of machine guns. I want that Commando.
I'm receiving you.
Varangian, if you don't mind, come over here. Maximum speed and the lowest of drags. Yeah, that'll be great. Mask plus a 260 plus stealth armor plus... It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Light him on fire, please. Okay, missing most of the SRMs, but that was kind of to be expected. Lots of Promethean flame, and he is overheating. Whether or not we'll be able to use that next turn, I'm not quite sure. Who's got... Really, they're both about the same level of evasion. So I think I want to focus the Commando. Yeah, we'll tear his heart right out.
Copy that.
So zip on over here. Take aim at him. Not you, but you. Do I want to try and just crunch through things by warlording? No, we're going to save warlord for a bit. Okay, got a good hit on the CT. Open up CT. Structure exposed. SRM4 crit.
That hit.
Yeah, he does have an ATM3. Improved ATMs are awesome. I want more of them, please. Take aim. Yeah, I think sprinting may not get us much better. No, especially because I can't... Oh, that's the catapult. The catapult. Catapult. I'm actually tempted to have the catapult engage you. 27. That's really not great. I also want to stay outside of machine gun range because the catapult, as we know, is incredibly vulnerable to fire. So we're going to hang back here, target the piranha, and just missile strike. I'm going to hope that Ek can manage things. He has a pretty decent mech for it, so maybe it'll work out. Okay, made him a little bit unsteady, but nothing too serious yet. And we'll move up. I'd like to move faster than that, if at all possible. Yes, a very high-speed sprint would be perfect. The piranha might have jump jets. I don't know, but I assume I'm about to find out. 2 good hits with the ultra autocannon, as we love it to have. And he's down to 22 health. Stability checks passed. All of them. Wow.
I think things are going swimmingly.
I would have expected him to be dead from that, but yeah, other than that, things I suppose are swimming. And he's over the line. Override successful. We'll just have Varangian come in and light him on fire. And more fire coming down on the Aramsham. Interesting decision. I can't say it's a wrong decision, but... Well, no, yeah, I can. It was definitely a wrong decision on your part. Alright, get behind him. Get behind him with the additional damage flamethrowers because it's funny. And because this is exactly what your mech was designed to do. The flamethrowers, of course, deal additional damage because he's already overheating. So lots of burning going down. Ooh. Maybe I should have tried to preserve most of the mech.
Waiting for orders.
I'll explain why we probably should be in a bit. Because this match is nearly over. 99 runs. Oh, tore his arm right off. He is well over the stability threshold problems. He is having trouble. Get ourselves up to as much evasion as possible. Can I get up to 3? I can get up to 3, but I'll be facing away from... I can face to the side, since he apparently is stuck up there. Synapse, you have a, well, basically a frozen target. Yeah, you only got a 61% chance to hit him anyway, but hey, maybe you'll knock him down. Fire the missiles. I can actually make him a scout mech, essentially. I can put him up into Initiative 4. Torso destroyed, 2 crits, head hit, pilot injured. Oh, that's unfortunate. Not that the hit to pilot, because it's stacked with him losing a side torso, and because of that, it didn't give me it won't give me a double injury off of it. Alright, shut off the ultra autocannon, keep the heat low. Just a whole bunch of pulse lasers. Maybe you'll knock him over. We're not going to be able to really take too much... Oh, no, energy destroyed. Oh, there goes the gyro. He hit him in the head, though. Yeah, that was not too bad. No real injury taken. Holy crap, that mission was fast. I'm looking over my recording, and with the introduction and everything included, we just hit 8 minutes, and I'm going to wait for it because it's even 8 minutes and 30 seconds. So, yeah. Wow. If the next mission goes like that, we will be getting 3 missions involved at least. So let's go collect our pay of 0. Yeah. Our pay only comes at the end of the month, but I will explain some financial problems that we're about to have. Minus 93 for the drop cost. Picked up 4 kills. That got 2 of them. We will grab the piranha part. Because I don't think we're about to get any special engine parts. We kind of blew them mostly to pieces. And just a quick check, make sure we don't miss a heatsink kit. Although we could get a bunch of double heatsinks. Patchwork materials would be very nice. They're very, very interesting. Because they let me basically give critical slots for free stuff. But I could get toes and I could get commando parts in general. Clan Flamer? No, not interested. Oh, for some reason it's a bit stuck. Micropulse would be interesting. SI Heavy Laser, what is this? Improved heavy lasers deal superior damage and have inherent laser accuracy, but are volatile and explode for 15 when destroyed. So it's a half-ton medium laser, basically. For 15 heat. That's actually really interesting. And an SMER pulse. Wait, there's extended range pulse lasers. That is some craziness right there. I'm thinking I want micropulses. But I really should save for things that are important. We're gonna grab the commando part. If we can build a commando 2C, that's a commando worth building. And then there's 2 total elemental parts. Probably should have worked to try and keep their parts around, although I am surprised that I'm getting now 2 of 7. Or 2 of 9. Because I negotiated for more than that. And I'm a little bit irritated that you've changed the terms. Oh no. I wonder if the save bug affects contracts as well. So we're not getting into the toads, but that's fine. We are getting a double heatsink. And 1 of the patchwork materials. The laser cutter, HMG, LMG, and half a ton of machine gun ammo because somebody apparently needed it. We'll use it for range practice, I suppose. It is, after all, what, 500 rounds or 50 rounds? One of the two. But 50 rounds, that only takes up 1 shot. It's weird. So, the problem. The problem that we're having is one of finances. When I set up the contract, I didn't quite realize how I was doing it, and so I set it up as a full salvage contract. We would make 3 of 13 salvage every time we did a mission. And our payment, on a monthly basis, would be 255,000 C-bills. You may have noticed that before we took this contract, we were sucking down about 650,000 C-bills per month. Yeah, we're not doing that anymore. We are doing about 300, and that's a bit of the problem. Because being at about 300, well, 241 because it's unrestricted, but that's because the finance bug has hit. The other save was extravagant, and that was irritating. So 1 day to fix everything. So from what I'm assuming, because this is what happened when I checked over last time, when the save ticked over a month, we have less of a cost in terms of upkeep, simply because it's adding in the contract amount. Yeah, the deployment salary of plus 254,400 C-bills. So we are now kind of on the clock. We can't take missions. We have no contracts here to take independently. We are stuck on this contract for the next 5 months, which is 155 days. And we can't make money in this time. The only way that we can make money is by selling mechs and selling parts. This is a bit of a problem, and this is why what I said on Discord is we may have just killed the campaign. If we can survive 155 days without taking any major losses and without having to sell too much by earning a couple of good free things, we might survive this. But it's going to be tight. We are now definitely on the clock, and I am concerned. I am very much concerned. So cross your fingers and hope that we can last. Oh, we got our mechs finished. Our pilots are currently on their problems. So Albatross, even before you arrive in the morning briefing, you can hear Dr. Murad. Oh God. Ek is an Albatross. We'll build him a temporary low. It gives him low spirits, but I can't lose a pilot that good. It's because he's a Jinx right now, which is a bit of a concern of ours because Jinxie pilots run into that problem. I wanted to go to MechWarriors, not to the Mech Bay. I have nothing to fix at the moment. You're at a level, but I do want to save your next piloting ability. Coach, I want to get Warlord.
Yes, Commander.
Ek is a Warlord. Thank you. That's an increase in accuracy, the minus 50 heat. In his mech especially, that'll allow him to keep going for a while.
Yes, Commander.
You're fine. You are also fine. You are fine.
Standing by.
You are getting there.
I will be done.
And Varangian is... well, he's a ways. I might go for guts, but he's a ways. Alright. Back to the clock as we take it forward. So at 543,690 C-bills, that has to pay for drop costs, that has to pay for monthly expenses, and that has to pay for repairs. That's a mighty thin shield.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
Current funds, 300. I think I gotta do it. I don't want to do it. Because this hurts our repair costs, this hurts our morale, but I'm gonna do it. We need to survive these next several months. Oh, that puts us down to 24. That's going to be huge. Because we have a lot of complicated equipment. We got a mission. So we're basically living off salvage now for the next several months, which is a bit rough. So that's one of the reasons why I'm actually saving the Bushwhacker in reserve. Aside from the fact I wanted to test it out the command console, I'm keeping it sort of in reserve because, well, that way I've got the Bushwhacker and the GG both with Gauss rifles, the Vindicator, which we know is solid, and then we can toss in one of our, frankly, kind of not sold on light mechs. Alright, so we're going to be fighting a war criminal, clan-aligned mercenary company. That'll be interesting. Let's rock and roll. It's an assassinate mission, which could mean an interesting mech. And if we manage to take his head off, then we could have a lot of fun with it. I gotta be a little bit more careful. I gotta get salvage. I have to earn a lot of good salvage because that's how we're going to survive. And I really can't afford to take another Spartan payment. Because that hits our repair capabilities quite hard. So, the next time we take one of these contracts, I will know in the future to make sure you're going to be able to cover your operating costs. Because it looks like the salvage is completely random. Because before, in last week's, or on Wednesday's episodes, we were making 3 of 13 salvage every single time. This most recent mission, we got a 2 of 9. So I have small concerns. I need to look up or probably bug on the RogueTech Discord, see just how the contracts are set up. Okay, we got a contact already. That's probably from the command console. We got multiple contacts coming in. 1 light and 1 assault.
We picked up a blip.
And a toad. Well, guess who gets to die first? Starburst.
Standing by.
Yeah, I don't care what else is going to show up. Kill the toad.
10-4.
That's a Phoenix Hawk 2C. Okay, so... Wow! That's pretty considerable. Twin Ultra Autocannon 10s. Jeez, that's going to be pretty terrifying. Aramsham, fire everything.
Engaging target.
Oh, you hit him anyway with the cannon. That's lovely. Mini Atlas. He's a Mini Atlas. That's adorable. If we can get
Commander?
Synapse for the follow-up, honestly, is what I really would like. Wait, you move at 1? Huh. That's really weird. We are going to move at a sprint. You know, we're going to move at a walk. We're going to fall back if possible. We're going to keep back to the trees. We really can't afford to take a lot of damage, so that's my main concern. Fire everything at the toad. Missed with the tag, unfortunately, but we've got a whole bunch of missiles heading his way. I will task Eck to kill him if required. Stability check failed. He will be knocked down. And more blew up on him. It's unfortunate that we didn't then blow up most of the rest of the mech. I would like to point out that an elemental is a guy in a suit. It is not a mech. So this guy in a suit is missing half of his torso. So yeah, there's that. Alright, Varangian. Maximum speed. You are not going to be all that fast. That is unfortunate. I suppose you're going to waste your flamers a little bit on the toad then. Shut off the fluid guns because I want to save the heat. And go for the head. Why not? Light him on fire. Shooting it a pretty decent number of times. Heat, high is critical. He's got 1 health left.
Like that shot.
We have a chance that we might be able to take him alive. And by alive, I mean in pieces. Sprint forward, please. 2.5 is all I'm going to get out of this. That is very unfortunate. That will put us in range of the Phoenix Hawk, but we'll have terrible, terrible accuracy.
Understood. Moving fast.
Kill me a toad. Ultra autocannon to off. Actually, multi-target. How are you so evasive? By standing still. That's what confuses me. This and this. Where's the toad? There's the toad. So, ultra autocannon to A, medium pulses to B. Yeah, that's how I want it. That is... Oh, they're not in range. So yeah, we'll do that.
The attack is go.
Ultra autocannon shot 1. Ultra autocannon shot 2. Both of them missed. It was a 32% chance, so it wasn't exactly great. But if you guys could just so happen to cause enough damage to make him die, side torso is fine, but CT is good too. I'm not about to complain. As long as it's dead, I'm happy. Okay, so Mr. Phoenix Hawk 2C, who just so happens to be an 80-ton assault mech. I'm not quite sure how you went from Phoenix Hawk 45 tons to 80-ton assault mech with twin ultra autocannon 10s. But I suppose that's your way. So we got our light, I'm gonna guess a locust. Oh, no, we got a fire starter 2C. You've got to die as well. And he's going to entrench because he's not quite in range, it doesn't look like. The command console, I think, is the thing giving us all this range. And a white. Ugh, whites. The pulse laser makes them accurate, the jumps make them hard to hit, and they're decently armored. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's okay. Varangian, if I can get you close enough to light this guy on fire, we're going to do that. So 25% of supporting forces. There is one more supporting unit out there. Oh, wait, no. These are the supporting forces. I understand. Okay, sprint to maximum speed. Yeah, I'll get right in front of you. I'm not afraid.
Full speed.
Okay, maybe a little bit afraid, but I'm not terrified, and I can light you on, well, all the fire. So there goes all the fire. Missed with at least 3. That's unfortunate. Give me over 50? That'll be over 50. Okay, now he's got problems.
Commander?
Sit-ups. Sit-ups will move at high speed for the maximum evasion. She will also not have a tremendous shot on anybody except the white. I'm really tempted to warlord this, because that'll increase her accuracy pretty considerably. Fire.
Take this.
Missed the cannon. Unfortunate. Missing a couple of missiles. I need a few more to hit. Not quite.
I'm your spaniel.
Very unfortunate. I had really, really been hoping that I would be able to get enough shots on.
Onward.
8.5%. Well, can you get enough to make him unsteady so Ek can go in for the follow-up? I know Ek is not feeling altogether wonderful about this mission, but still. Not quite.
I'm here.
Now, Ek is also a warlord, which is pretty interesting on what he's going to be capable of. I think we could do it. Yeah, we're going to warlord Ek, but we're going to target him, because this is about to be a duel to the death. So 2 good hits on him. Nice. That will make him unsteady in the next turn, I assume. Well, maybe not. I was hoping his lasers would. It did. Alrighty. So he will be limited in how far he can go. Firing everything he's got at the alarm jump. Well, not everything. It's just apparently one of his ultra autocannons. And he is gonna boil next turn. He just doesn't know it yet. Okay. Fire starter moving into position. Gonna fire at the Aramsham. They like to kill the Aramsham. They want it dead, because it's terrifying to light mechs. The white is going to jump, I would assume. I'm actually kind of hoping for it. Yes, he did. We will be able to shoot him. Oh, no! The catapult is in range. We tried to keep it away, but he's still there. That's going to be expensive to fix. That's the problem. And we're already reduced on the amount of repair that our techs can do. Alright, dropping down to us. Thank you. So here's the plan. Varangian, you are the man with the plan, as usual. So I want to get you right behind him and light him on all of... Or I could wait. I really could wait. And there's no reason to go off half-cocked. Let's plan this. The white is at maximum.
Commander?
Starburst will maneuver at high speed to get behind him, which is going to mess a little bit with her ability to evade. However, this will hopefully remove him from the game.
All weapons removed.
It did not, but he is exposed. This allows a follow-up from Synapse, who is able to actually maneuver into a position to get a side angle shot, which will increase his accuracy even further. Good, so we're looking at 87 now that he's no longer evasive. To which I'm thinking... no. We're going to try and kill him this round. I think we might have the capability to do it. So we got the tag on, plus the additional incoming missiles. Stability check failed. That's a knockdown. Not sure if that's good or bad. That will knock him back a phase. Pilot injury of 1.
Waiting for orders.
Ek can maneuver at maximum speed. He did Warlord. And that'll give him 2.5 skulls of evasion. That is concerning. I think we have to take the white. The white is vulnerable. And when a white is vulnerable, you generally want to take it out. We're going to go for the head.
I have it.
Just in case we manage to hit it, but I think we're going to core him out. Yeah, we got him cored. Just all the pulse lasers blazing away. Doing an excellent job, really. And Varangian, of course, is the final
Standing by.
component of this, I suppose. And he's going to zip on here, back here. I had been hoping that I could have killed the white with a little bit less effort, and that would then allow me to then make him unsteady, but it was not to be. Hopefully this is enough. 65, we're getting close, but if he steps in the water, which he... I don't think... He did avoid the ammo explosion. We are going to be able to kill him next turn. He's improved to confident. He's boiling, but he is confident about it. Now the Firestarter could be a bit of an issue. Gets a rear attack, able to fire his cannon, but not able to touch the Hellhound, which that's kind of lucky because the Hellhound was low on his normal evasion. So we know what Varangian's doing. Varangian's running over here and Varangian's lighting this guy on fire. That is already a given. He will deal additional damage because the guy is overheating, which means all the flamers do additionals. So, all the fire.
Got it, Commander.
So this will turn off the Phoenix Hawk Dusey. This allows us to now start shooting for his head, while Starburst
Waiting for orders.
dukes it out with this guy. Oh, and Starburst has fantastic accuracy. Lovely, that's what I want to see. Warlord is an additional 10% damage, right? Yes, it is. Next round. If he survives. Fire.
All right.
So getting really good hits on there. That'll make him no longer evasive.
Ready for orders.
Synapse, you have a shot. It's a pretty good shot too, if I say so myself, and I do. So hit him on the head. So we're looking to cause some headshots. It's a Phoenix 2C. It's an 80-ton assault mech, and it's a clan mech filled full of clan tech. I'd like to take that thing in as intact a shape as possible.
Yes, Commander.
Ek, you will line up on him.
I'm going.
Really, I should probably use this to knock out this guy, because I probably could. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, you like this.
Structure exposed on the CT. He's down to 18 health. I think we can get him if we get lucky with a couple of shots. Stability check failed, so he's going to be on his back. He'll be able to stand up right away.
Something
Oh
good.
no, we won't. We'll get the move. Because he's at medium mech. This guy goes next and he'll turn on. Okay, pilot wounds down to 1. Turns back on. Emergency shutdown.
MechWarriors.
Lovely.
Show what you got.
Okay, Starburst.
Standing by.
He is your target and you are here to kill him. Them's the rules.
All right.
So go for his head. Shut off an ATM-3? I can get away with an ATM-3. Good.
Taking a shot.
Okay, kill him. That's fine too. I was hoping you'd put that cannon shell through his head. I kind of wanted the engine. I mean, not amazingly much, but I kind of did have a desire for it. Alright, catapult. Target the head. And yes, we did not move, but that's fine because he's not going to be able to do anything this turn, and we will move before him next turn. So that's 20 shots, and we did not hit his head once.
Reporting critical hit.
He is unsteady, though, so there's that going for us. We should be able to, possibly be able to... Oh, he's an ace pilot. That works out.
Ready for orders.
Varangian, you are also an ace pilot. You're going to trim his CT armor, because I would like to try and take him as intactly as possible. Ooh,
This just in.
ammo explosion. Okay,
Critical hit.
interesting. We're going to step into the water. Just to cool off. We don't need to risk too much. And I'm fine here, I believe. Yeah, I'm fine here. 99 ones. Aim for his head. And stand still. Okay, so that's an arm gone, unfortunately. He will fall over. So that's one. He's dead.
Reporting critical hit.
So we got the other ammo explosion, and now he'll fall down. So we're going to get most of this Phoenix Hawk. So that's a lot of clan tech right there, including the engine. So supporting forces have been eliminated. And now we have to get all the way back here to kill him, who is now in range thanks to Synapse's amazing sensor system.
I'm receiving you.
So let's start to sprint forward.
On my way.
We'll use our fire support capabilities. Probably should have moved Varangian first.
I'm here.
Because Varangian's going to be able to see him, nearly enough. 4 and a bit? 4 and a bit. High speed. Very high speed. And that'll also allow him to chill the heck out. Chill, please. Thank you. And we'll have Starburst immediately come for the follow-up. Starburst does not chill out nearly as quickly, unfortunately. I gotta do something about that. I really gotta get more double heatsinks on her.
Daniel.
The last double heatsink kit went to the catapult. That was a mistake. They shall, in the future, go into the Aram shop. Oh, can you imagine her being able to just blaze away every single turn instead of having to stop every, what is it, 2-3 turns? Really? It's a Jenner 2C? Our primary kill target is a Jenner 2C, which was protected by a Phoenix Hawk 2C, which is an 80-ton assault mech. I'm sorry. I think you may have gotten the wrong setup.
Will be done.
Starburst will actually be the one to move first, and the reason Starburst moves first is because Starburst will have the capability to hit him.
Roger.
Because he's got some pretty decent evasion, and Starburst happens to have a lot of shots. We're going to go Warlord on him. So that'll chill out the heat, plus all the fire. Our primary target is indeed taking damage. Unfortunately, our primary target will not be made unsteady by that, which had been the hope. The catapult is probably not going to be able to get a direct line of sight. So I have no qualms with just firing from here at a 4.7. Fire! Now, the one thing that I do have qualms about is him running directly away. One hit. That's more than a little amusing to me. Alright, we'll get him right behind, gives us the best opportunity to hit him, which frankly is not all that good.
Just running.
And light him on the fires, please. We have plenty of ammunition to probably finish this guy off, likely. Plus 40 heat, excellent.
Standing by.
Eck, can you get a direct line of sight? It's not tremendous, but I'm gonna Warlord this. Because it will give us a little bit of additional accuracy. I was really hoping one of those autocannon shots would hit him and blow off a leg or something. We did get a penetration. Patchwork materials destroyed. We got him tagged and homing beaconed. And unsteady, which will slow him down a bit. I assume he's going to bug out, because the penetrating hit has been scored. He's going to back up. He's going to shoot. And he is going to get a lot of hits on the Hellhound. Wow. That's actually pretty impressive. How many of these do you got? A lot? Okay.
I'm receiving it.
Varangian, more heat, please. In fact, if you would be so kind as to do one of your 115 heat dealing outs, that would be most appreciated. Okay, I'm seeing lots of good numbers. 85 heat, that'll do it. He is no longer online.
Commander?
Synapse. Sprint. You're never going to get into range in time, but that's kind of okay. 42%. Nail his head. We get Warlord on this, but yeah. Well, no, Synapse could get Warlord. That's possible. We got the head hit. Unfortunately, he's got 5 injuries.
Commander?
So, honestly, I think the only headshot will occur when we take his head clean off. So go for it.
Confirmed.
Oh, we blew up the arm. And most of the torso.
Reporting critical hit.
But not all of the torso. So there is that.
For orders.
Direct line of sight here. How good is this? Almost perfect. Again, not the torso. The head, please. Oh, we did hit the head. Good. So it's... Oh, I think we're going to kill most of this mech. So, he's going to be down to a single pilot injury. Or, no, down to 2 pilot injuries. We still haven't blown up the mech, which I suppose is a positive. Enemy turn, he will get to stand up now. He has 14 health on the head. Shutdown override successful.
Yes.
14 health on the head. Honestly, that's an X solution.
I live to serve.
So, Varangian,
Waiting for orders.
if you would be so kind as to turn his mech off. Yeah, this ought to work.
Welcome.
Unless it kills him, which it might. I mean, Varangian does a lot of damage to somebody who... who's overheating.
Tango down.
So, not the best way to go, being lit on fire by what is essentially fusion torches, because that's kind of what they are, because the flamers take the heat from the engine core and then light that on fire and channel it into people. Or at least that's how it's been described to me, which is why it's different from fluid guns and the vehicle flamers, because the vehicle flamers do not have a fusion core to take from, which is why they have ammunition. All targets eliminated. Alright, they're going to come pick us up. We're only 33 minutes into the episode. Wow, I might get another mission in. We're blitzing through them. Hopefully we will be able to repair our mechs in time. That's important. So we got most of the Phoenix Hawk. That'll be interesting. So minus 80,000. 3 pickups on the Punisher. The Punisher being the MVP today, despite Eck feeling bad about himself. I'm really thinking this is broken. Alright, so we have 2 Firestarter parts. We have 1 Jenner part. I could... 1, 2, 3... No, only 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's grab the stuff then. We've only got 2 slots, despite the fact that I negotiated for 3. Directional jets, articulated jump jets in the 80 to 85 ton range. Holy crap. Endo Steel Clan XXL. Clan XXL engine and the Clan Fusion engine, but it uses much lighter radiation shielding. The XXL is 1/3 the mass of the performance, but goes into the side torsos and takes up 8 crit slots, which is 4 in each. So that's a suicide waiting to happen. 400 radiation... Oh. Plus defensive. Yeah, we're taking that. Heatsink cooling pod, double heat sinks, double heat sinks, double heat sinks. Lots of double heat sinks and jump jets, lower arms, patchwork materials, a supercharger. TTS weapons, just in general. +2 accuracy with ranged weapons, period. But I was going to get a supercharger. I was going to put it in the Aram Jam. Make that sucker fast. But this is a flat +2 accurate. Oh, for 3 tons. This is a cockpit, though, right? Requires Clan Tech cockpit. No, it's not. But it's just a flat-out targeting computer. It'll weigh 3 tons. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make use of it. I don't have a mech that has 3 tons available. So if we get it great. But I can fit a supercharger in its 1 ton. So I will find pieces to put into things to make a supercharger work. Ooh, supercharger in the Dragon. Because already it's supposed to match the speed of our other mechs. So we got 2 of the Phoenix Hawk 2C parts, 1 of the Jenner parts, a couple more Clan Flamers, we got the Gyro Defense, which we asked for, and 2 double heatsinks. That's not bad. So we will be able to make use of that. We do, however, need to start selling a couple of parts. Because I'm getting a little bit nervous about how much we currently have. We may even have to sell mechs. So my original plan was with 3 of 13 salvage because that was the negotiated contract that I had made. But the past 2 contracts, or 2 missions so far, have only given me 2 of 9 instead of the 3 of 13 which I negotiated for. So they're paying me less and they're not giving me what I asked for in terms of salvage. This is an interesting bug. Hopefully the company survives this, because I really would like this company to survive this. One other thing that I have noticed, though, about these longer-running contracts is the long-run contracts, because you can't take side missions, or at least in our version we apparently can't take side missions, you run through the days a lot faster. So this may actually accelerate the end of the campaign. Aside from, you know, we accidentally lose. I would prefer not to. I would very much like to win. That would be very cool to me if we can actually get to day 1200 and then call it. Because I really do want to get to day 1200. 25, 551, 5 days for repair. And our employer has an immediate mission for us. Oh boy. That's a problem. So the Hellhound is out for 2 days. The Catapult is out for 3 days. I'm willing to swap out the Catapult, and the Hellhound took almost no damage. The problem is we don't have the pilots. Can I bring the Bushwhacker anyway? It only needs like a day. So I've got a Bushwhacker, the Trailblazer. Who are we fighting, by the way? Clanian military units. So I've lost my #1 control unit. That is a concern. Also, I've lost all my #1 pilots. So let's assign brand new... I only have 3 pilots. See if we can hire one real quick. Hiring hall, are you broken too? No, there's a hiring hall. Okay. Davian Port, mercenary recruits. Most mercenaries are constantly searching. I don't know what that means. Spacer, reduced maintenance costs for this pilot. That would be interesting.
Yes, Commander.
Panda is an independent trader and a Cretan commoner. And gives us a merchant discount to buy shop items. Interesting.
Waiting for orders.
Paradox has a lot of information. He is bookish. He's a gladiator. Less skill degradation from fatigue. Minor increase to starting XP. What I'm looking for is a major increase to starting XP. Just so I can kind of cram in a pilot who will do very, very well. That's the plan anyway. MechWarrior, moderate increase in starting XP. Minor increase in... So, Paradox might be a good pick.
I hear ya.
Noble, increased pilot maintenance and mood changes upon funding level. Oregon Nobility, don't care. Shiv, Perfect Commoner, Tinker, and improved mech repair times. Ooh. But I think Paradox is the guy, unless well, Panda would be cheaper. Like, a lot cheaper.
Yes, Commander.
And I'm running really low on cash.
Standing by.
Welcome to the club, Panda. We're running super low on cash, so I've got to make sure every point has to count at this point. We're going to have to sell mechs or something in the next 27 days.
Orders.
Coach, you're so close to Warlord. I don't want to lose that.
Standing by.
Panda, you have no XP. Oh god.
Waiting
Ronan, you have basically nothing.
Ready for orders.
And Shotel has decent-ish skills in a few things. This would be the 10 heat threshold. But I want to save you, because you're close to your piloting. Alright, this is going to be an interesting battle. It's going to be the B team from the B Lance. Just launch it from here if possible. Yeah. That way I don't mess it up. So, we are going to bring the Bushwhacker. We're pulling all our pilots off. So the Trailblazer's back in. And I think the Hunchback GG might be the way to go. It's got the ballistic targeting computer, plus the Gauss, plus the 4 medium lasers, which are hot. But the Hunchback has increased range, is it? The Hunchback has an increased quirk for superior Gauss range, but recoil. Or Vindicator X, which has actuators. Or, you know, of course, we could bring in the Jenner, because the Jenner has ER medium lasers and the improved shooting quirk. But I want the GG, because the GG will be able to survive a little bit more counterfire, and that's going to be the main concern here. So Coach is getting the Aramsham because he is the most experienced of the B team. And Shotel is the next best. Shotel will get the Trailblazer. Oh no, I should put him in the Punisher. Because the Punisher is a lot of firepower. We'll put Ronin in the Trailblazer because she is still a decent evasive pilot. Really, they're all not great evasion pilots, but that'll be fun. Well, 6 is not terrible. I should not talk down to my people. And Panda, you're in a Hunchback. Oh, you can't go wrong with a Hunchback, right? Solid, reliable, never breaks on you. Cross your fingers. Maybe I should have put her into Vindicator. It had a couple of better ways of staying on target with things. Oh God, I'm really concerned about this mission. The concern is not about the mechs. I feel reasonably confident about the mechs. The concern is the mechs might be a bit too advanced for the recruits, because they are a B team. They are not fantastic at hitting nimble, maneuvering targets. 2 of our people in the mainlands have Warlord by now, which gives them the +2, and there is no control in this lance. But it is a straight-up battle. Hope we don't run into toads. But it is another clan force that we're going to be dueling up against. Which I knew it was going to be clan contracts when I took this, but... well, maybe I didn't think this through as much as I thought I had. So Panda has only 3 injuries, which makes her vulnerable to being killed. And we have the enemy on sensors already.
Watch the trees. You never know what's in them.
Alright, we're going to reserve down to 0. This is not as small a map as I thought, but it's still kind of small. Alright, so we need somebody to move who will not get us killed.
Ready for orders. Commander?
Trailblazer. Get going. Welcome back to the Lance, by the way, Trailblazer. It has a large Gauss rifle, a large pulse laser, and 2 small pulse lasers. It is designed to be relatively simple to use and also efficient and effective. Hopefully it'll work out the way I have it planned.
Got something you want done?
Shotel, you will move. 3 pips of evasion will be satisfactory with what we're currently doing. We do need to put the supercharger in the Dragon, though. Although this mission came up immediately, so we didn't have much of a choice. Panda will also sprint in her much slower, but heavily armed, and Gauss rifle equipped Hunchback. And our last unknown vehicle doesn't appear to be moving too fast, so that's good. Coach, my buddy, my pal, will get 3 in a bit. And reveal 4 targets in total? Yep, we have 4 in total. Unfortunately, nobody's in sensor range, so we're all just maneuvering for position. Probably should have moved us a little bit more into the cover. We've got 3 lights and an assault. Okay, so are we dealing with a demolisher or are we dealing with an assault mech? We're dealing with an assault mech.
Skipper?
That is what we call a major concern. Let's find out what assault mech we're dealing with.
Let's move.
No. No. We're gone. Absolutely not. No. This is a 1 skull mission? We're gone. No, goodbye. Not doing it. This is a Leviathan. This is a 200-ton super heavy. 1, these mechs honestly shouldn't exist in the time frame that RogueTech represents, but that's fine. I like lots of choices and cool things. No, that's a naval railgun. And 4 ERPPCs. You don't fight that. Unless you're rocking your own assault lance, you bail. You leave. You say goodbye and good night, because that ain't fair. Again, against my A team, I wouldn't even do that. I would bail on that one as well. We'll take the cost reduction and yeah, no parts. I don't care. I'm fine with that. We got nothing. Jeez. A Leviathan? Really? If they want this planet, they can have it if that's what they're bringing, because I can't fight that. You hired the wrong mercenary company to be able to handle that. That mech alone nearly outmasses most of my lances. So, no thank you. Goodbye, you can keep your money. If you want to actually leave us from the contract, I'm perfectly happy with that, because then I could take real contracts and then make money. Which we desperately, desperately need to do, because now we're at under 100,000, and I've got to sell some things right away. Which is unfortunate. That was not fair. That was not fair at all, game. Alright, what do we got? Bring us back up to the start. What's the penalty for just bailing on something without doing anything? New map could not be downloaded. Nothing. Okay, that's interesting. Am I still locked into this contract? Can I take new ones? I think I am. Yeah, 130 days left. We have 26 days until bankruptcy. Oh good, our mechs are fixed and the A-team is back. Is it? We got Synapse and Varangian on another day. Well, everybody's another day, but that's okay. So that will allow us to then go into the barracks, MechWarriors, and check out our current A-team, who is now no longer exhausted.
Orders?
Ek can do nothing at the moment.
I'm receiving.
Starburst is so very close to piloting 8. Like, she is 2,000 experience from piloting 8. A little less than that.
Commander?
Synapse is so very close to gunnery.
Ready for orders.
And Varangian, I kind of want to get a higher level of gunnery on him. -3 indirect fire and +30 sensor distance. He doesn't use the indirect fire, so we would get something out of the sensor distance, which would be cool, but I'd rather have a higher gunnery skill or a higher guts skill, something to make him more efficient and effective at killing everything. Bankruptcy is projected. We have 22 days. Oh yeah, we did need a check in the bay. I would like, if I had to potentially, somehow, cram in, and I think I have the perfect way to do it. Okay. Pull out a heatsink. Put in a clan double heatsink. Pull out another heatsink. We're exact heat neutral. Where? And a gyro defense. It's a double plus defense too. Oh, I could do that. Max evasion +1 and a supercharger just for giggles. The supercharger explodes. It's bad. That'll take 1 day. That will make him much more evasive and maneuverable and susceptible to not being killed as easily. Do we have any arms? We do not. We did not get that weapon mount. Alright, lock that down. That'll be done tomorrow.
Right.
And then... did I need to change anything else? I don't think so. Oh yeah. I was going to check to see if you had any heatsinks external. Because if he does, we're going to throw in a double heatsink. We've got clan double heatsinks. We may as well use them. As I suspected, he does not. So that's unfortunate. Storage. Hi, I've come to sell things. We are currently on a clan contract, so anything not clan and not special, I'm selling. 2C, Urban Mech. Don't care. Locust Pirate has the backstabber. I've been saving it because of that. White, no. Piranha, maybe. All 2Cs, all specials of various types. Assaults, I really don't want to get rid of any, because I'd like to get an assault at some point. Although, do I want a Banshee? Do I want a Victor? Restricted, actuators right lower. The Special Atlas, the 2C Phoenix Hawk, which is insane to me. It has apparently extra melee. That would be crazy. We are doing a quick run through of our kit because I need to... we're keeping the Genji. We're not getting rid of the Genji, nor that. The Cicada X5. Yeah, get rid of it. Give us a little bit of capital. Keep us in the green. That's the important. Cutthroat has an integrated... okay, because it's Strix. I think we get rid of Fallback. And the reason why we're getting rid of Fallback is because it was a glitch that we ran into it. We shouldn't have run into it at all. So let's just get rid of it. And that'll let us have some capital to stay going. But we really can't afford to do that too often. It is a concern. Although, other mech bay changes, real quick. The Hellhound. I was about to call it a Firestarter. It's not. It's way better than a Firestarter. Hellhound, you have a heatsink. You're losing that heatsink. And we're going to put on a double heatsink. the longer he can stay active and operational at shooting people, the better. So, inch by inch, we shall give him more heat sinking. This lies. The fact that we can sink 54 and alpha 50 or alpha 45, there's no way that's accurate. There's got to be something in there that's making that not happen. Because we've tried that before. Alright, give it a day. Our people are finished. Panda is 1 day from being out. And throw a party in the barracks. Panda has lost the following traits: klutz and has high spirits. Thank you. Okay, so we've got good things moving forward with Panda. Hopefully. I mean, she's a very low skill pilot who we've thrown into a fairly powerful mech. Ek no longer has low spirits as well. And our employer has a mission. Now, it's 50 minutes in, but we have an opportunity to do 3 full missions. I want to give it a shot. Another assassinate in the Highlands. So throw everybody out of the mechs. So Dragon goes back. Where's my catapult? Yes, I'm bringing the catapult, partially because the catapult brings down the drop cost a certain extent, I think. Let's... Not Trailblazer. I want Hellhound and a Ramshot. So 235 with 96,300 versus 110. So this Bushwhacker is very expensive with all his material it got on. So the fact that it's a primitive mech is a big deal. Ek goes back into the Punisher. Starburst goes into the Ramshot. Maybe I should separate my mech pilots up a little bit. I'm really tempted to. Once I get them up high enough levels. Once I get more 8s, really. Then I'll start probably bringing people a little bit more spread out. Alright, so that'll be our Lance. It is the normal Lance. Starburst in the Ramsham, Varangian in the Hellhound, Ek in the Punisher, Synapse in the Catapult, even though the Catapult may someday get him killed. So we're gonna have to really try and make sure that doesn't happen. Get a lot of missions done today. Really traveling through time. Hopefully we don't take too much damage. I really do not want to have to use the secondary Lance. It concerns me greatly. Mainly because I don't have the pilots to support it, and you take a lot of stat hits when you start fielding people who are already exhausted. So the target is a rogue clan MechWarrior who has attacked Russell Huggian personnel and facilities. So take his head and grab the mech. Maybe. Maybe it'll be another Jenner 2C. That would be hilarious. Or it could be a Phoenix Hawk and we get 3 parts from him. That would be the entirety of an assault mech. And it would be our first modern assault mech. Our first clan assault mech, to be sure. Because we've had a Mackie before, except the Mackie is not good. Alright, destroy the Outlaw MechWarrior, destroy enemy forces. Outlaw is off in here. Enemy forces is off over here. And we already see one of them. Varangian, maximum speed.
Confirmed.
And we're looking at a tank as well. We have multiple contacts. Yep, we got 2 tanks and an unknown mech. Locked down. Enemy forces get to move. So I'm hoping that by throwing myself forward, I may prompt them to get close enough. We've got an opponent prime with almost no armor. Whole bunch of medium pulses and streaks. Basically almost tailor-made to take us on. If he had ATMs, would be tailor-made to take us on. And really lighting that rock up. Somebody got offended by something. I will reserve, because I have presented a mech to them that they may vent their fury upon.
Yes, Commander.
No targets? No targets. Okay. We'll go for... Was this one more? It looks a little bit more.
Roger, Skipper.
We're going to try and take on the opponent with our high accuracy weaponry. Fire the cannon. I think she missed the cannon. I'm not sure where she missed the cannon, but somewhere. Sharks exposed, took out the opponent. 25% of the forces, so we don't see one of our enemies so far.
Enemy vehicle removed.
But we do know that they're going to be very low armored, which is very good. Something that you're very happy to hear. And zipping out, we're getting a little bit more evasion.
Let's go.
Ah, yes. That dragon is just as good as the Aramsham.
I will be done.
You, on the other hand, are not. So, hope it hides you is kind of the position we're taking at this point. So we got 3 lights. Where's the 3? I don't see number 3. Are you the primary? Yeah, you're the primary. So the primary is a light mech. 55 or 35 ton generator? It's a generator 2C regardless. And we have multiples coming in from up here, so it looks like the primary target has additional friends. And is quite quick at 35 tons. Are you actually going to be in range to shoot people? That would be moderately terrifying. Alright, Starburst.
I'm receiving you.
The key will be maneuver at high speed with as little drag as possible. Great accuracy to see, because he's only got 2 pips of evasion. I don't know why. We missed. You missed twice with that cannon so far. But we blew out the engine completely and totally. I'm on board with that one.
Finally, the new target.
Ready for it.
Synapse has no target at this point.
Your spaniel.
Varangian will need to run still to get 2 targets, although might be better to give Varangian to start managing up there. Is there a path? Oh, wrong button. Other wrong button. Just scroll out, I suppose. It looks to me like there is a path to get up here that Varangian may be able to take advantage of. So we will then, of course, move far forward. Present the target, use the evasion. Them's the goal.
I'm ready.
Synapse. Able to move as if you were a medium mech, which is amusing, because you're not a particularly good mech. I'm sorry, but you're not.
I'm receiving you.
You work because numbers.
Going full throttle.
Diving on forward. Defense gyros are amazing. Maybe I should put the double defense gyro inside of the Aram Shum instead. Might get better use out of it. 35-ton light vehicle. Could be another Epona. And an Urban Mech 2C. Ultra autocannon? He does, but he didn't use it. Okay, a couple of misses coming from the Ultra autocannon. The Hellhound is not phased. And we have our 2 light mechs up here that are moving down the mountain. Still not in sight. 35. Machine guns. Lots of machine guns. You're the Jenner with the whole ton of light machine guns. Actually managed to hit his head, which is unfortunate. So the Jenner with a ton of light machine guns and another 35 ton. I'm going to guess another Jenner. With light machine guns, yeah, gotcha. That hurts a lot. We're going to have to stay at as high speed as we can manage. And as far from those machine guns as all possible. Although those machine guns have like nearly perfect, insane range. Okay, take a shot at you. Maybe we'll actually hit this turn.
Target locked.
Hey, you blew off his leg. Blow off his other leg. Just do me that favor and we'll take it intact. No.
Reporting critical.
Well, we'll have Synapse maybe give it a shot. On your back, please. Thank you. He's got 2 wounds remaining. But we shall endeavor not to give him an opportunity to use them. Yeah, we'll just get right here.
Heading out. Full speed.
I saw a tank. I don't know what kind of tank it is, but I saw it. You're going to burn his leg.
Pulling up at T.
If you don't kill him, that'd be awesome, because I'd like to take the mech mostly intact. No.
The Cobra.
You managed to miss his leg entirely.
Yes.
So you got that going for you, I suppose. Sprint. Not there, because we won't be able to get in the forest. There will be just within range and also as far away from the generators as possible. How much? 17? Versus 46 to... Yeah, we're probably gonna kill him, but I'm gonna give it a shot.
Firing on target.
I'd like to try and take it intact. That'd be nice. Both of his torsos are destroyed.
Solid.
And the pilot ejected. So we got whatever was in the CT, which is not a clan engine, and we know it's not a clan engine because he didn't die.
Understood.
Alright, turn towards, and I'm going to vigilance him. And the reason why is that'll bring up his defense. He's about to get shot at by a lot of people. I assume. I do assume they will shoot the dragon. Not a guarantee. It's a Zoria. Okay. Zoria is packing some sort of cannon. It's an LB5. So also pretty decent at taking on Hellhounds. But the Hellhound is not phased, and now we got the 2 Jenners to run up and fire all of their heavy light machine guns, which have stupidly ridiculous ranges. No, seriously, the LMG has a way overinflated range in this game. Lots of hits all over the mech. Did they roll a head hit? They did not. Good. Speaking of head hit, we probably need to get that dragon a little bit of a better head protection of some description. Something that... Because I don't think we have a wound-resistant cockpit. It is a clan cockpit, but I don't think a clan cockpit... Yeah, clan cockpits do not resist wounds. Alright, so...
Standing by.
Varangian,
Wait your command.
in your Hellhound. And in fact, now is the time to use his Phantom Mech ability. We've never used this before, but we're going to give it a shot.
On the
High
way.
speed, very low drag. Yeah, it's 2 Jenners. So we are bringing the evasion. Fire everything anyway. It doesn't matter that we're not within range. Every single shot missed. Unfortunate. Would have been nice to actually nail him. But at least we see who we're trying to kill. So the Apana has an LBX, but these guys have basically a meme cannon.
I'm here.
And it's something that we want to remove from play as soon as possible. So sprint. Sprint gets us there. And we will Warlord this. Activate Warlord to shut off all the heat and get accurate fire. Still only at 26. Really?
Acknowledge.
Must have been a really bad chance to hit then. Using the ATMs to hopefully get some actual accurate fire. Although he is the primary target, so unfortunate. Ex-Punisher into the forest. Really terrible chances to hit, so we'll go kill the Zoria. We're gonna be over here anyway. Hi, go away. Thank you. So we've taken out all the supporting forces. That's good for cash influx, but we make no cash on these missions, which is unfortunate.
Bye now. I'm ready.
And now Synapse. Synapse has a clever and dangerous thing that he's going to do, aside from stay at as far range as possible and hope that they don't see him. And that is, he's going to activate both of his LRMs and he's going to give a called shot towards our primary target. And he's going to go for the head. Although, the last one of these we ran into had 5 health. We hit once. Doesn't matter, you've been set back. Machine gun fire coming down on the Ramsham. The Ramsham weathering the storm.
Systems holding.
And he's going to ace pilot on out of there. He's a coward. Synapse again.
I will be done.
Because Synapse will not be accurate with what we're asking him to do. We'll do a called shot. Again. On the head. This will shove him back to allow all of my medium mechs to react. Really, my 2 medium mechs. Oof, not a single one. But again, he's knocked back even further. He is an ace pilot, though, so let's get him on the move. Hiding in the background.
Commander?
No, we're going to shoot with the Ramsham first. So if I fired from here, we're dealing with 29. If I move forward, we're dealing with 26. And if I sprint to get as close as I possibly can, we're dealing with 26 as well. So we're going to shoot from standing still. Well, that's going to be a hard thing to get. Fire!
Copy that, Commander.
We hit him, so that's now possible if we do well with the hitting. We've got 1 miss, 2 miss, 3 miss. Oh, he's not unsteady. That is unfortunate. Run into the forest and go for the evasion. So Varangian.
Ready for orders.
Varangian is going to sprint up right next to this guy and hopefully hit him with all the fire. It's going to be interesting to see if we can actually pull it off. Hi. If you wouldn't mind,
Acknowledge.
burn. Oh, I'm seeing lots of misses, which is unfortunate because I'd like to throw his heat gauge way higher than what we just got, which was very terrible. Alright, he's moving down closer. Oh, I would not have done that if I were you. Lots of fire come down on the Ramsham. The Ramsham will hopefully have to hold up with the head. It's only got a pirate targeting computer. I say only, but the pirate targeting computer is one of the best upgrades in the game.
Waiting for orders.
Alrighty, so I want to go forward, not backwards. 3 pips of evasion. We're going to Warlord this.
Acknowledge.
Activate the Warlord. And if at all possible, blow him apart. Looks like we missed both of our cannon shots. He's probably going to bail out on this mission. Yeah, structure exposed. We've almost got his leg. But I assume he's trying to escape now. Now I'm going to keep firing at the Ramsham and moved almost not at all. So, one, he's making this annoying because I'm going to have to repair all this damage. Look at that. All that speed. More machine gun fire. I think that hit the head. Yeah, that hit the head. Oh, that's an injury we cannot afford. And then ace pilot to move back forward. Alrighty then.
Orders.
Starburst. If you can get 3, that'd be great, but it doesn't look like you will. 3 and a bit. That'll be 3 and flat, but you will be in cover. That'll be fine.
10-4.
Because that'll be a reduction in damage. Cook it? Yeah, cook it. hit him. Oh, missed him with the cannon. That's very unfortunate. Exchanger, explosions. Yeah, he's got problems. He is still steady, though. I was really hoping he wouldn't be.
Commander?
You got a shot? You do not. And not a direct one, anyway. You're not going to get a direct one, either. Okay, fire the missiles. I'm really hoping this works. I need to make him unsteady. Killed him. Okay, I'll take it.
Hostile eliminated.
Good show. We're going to start moving towards the evac zone. We're going to try and kill the Jenner, but I want to be in a position to get the heck out of Dodge. Not in position to light everybody on fire. That is very unfortunate. As lighting people on fire is, one might say, the key to survival. And all the fire, if you don't mind, please. Oh, lots of fire. And lots of misses. 10 heat. That means one of the flamers hit him. Only one.
I'm receiving you.
Alright, we got... not quite an angle to shoot at him. Got an angle, and the coverage, and the defense. Light him up. Turn off the altar.
Engaging target.
Give it an opportunity to be accurate next turn. Wow. Look at all those lasers just missing him. We will still plink away, but him being able to shoot is super annoying because of all the headshots that he's able to just demand. And looks like we're safe. He is an ace pilot, though, so he will get on the move. Placing himself in cover.
Orders?
Starburst.
Commander.
Starburst has a shot on his side, which is a really nice shot, if I do say so. It's really bad accuracy on the cannon. I like the cannon to be accurate, and when it is not, I grow concerned. And she did cook last turn. The cannon may have to go off anyway. She's normally our high accuracy player. But right now, not so much. That we're suffering from a problem we normally only run into with whites. Not sure why. Because normally we don't have nearly this much difficulty getting on target with people. 2.5 is low.
Rolling.
But I need to stay in back of him to try and hopefully get that heat level up. 50 heat, there we go. Now we're talking.
I live to serve.
Now we're starting to try and get him under control.
Moving to position.
1.2, jeez, man. There's no point in firing everything, or in trying to push him back a phase, because he will get to move before our mediums. So we need to prep that like 2 turns in advance, which is a bit unfortunate. We also need to get up there with him. Keep the cannon off, I think, and just keep firing our way up. I think this is the way we've got to do it.
Got it, Commander.
And the reason is because we've got to get our heights matched. So he's not able to shoot with such high accuracy, and we're not suffering from it either. Also, we're slowly starting to stack on the targeting buffs. And he's coming all the way down. At a high speed, no less. To punch. Ooh, that may have been a mistake. Well, his heat will tell us. Yeah, mistake.
Standing by.
Varangian. Oh, you're 1 turn away from Phantom Mech. No. So unfortunate. Starburst. Oh, you're set for Warlord. You don't say. Target him back. Every single weapon on. Warlord, active. Target him in the back. Well, there goes most of his mech. So a very, very unfortunate injury. Starburst will be out for like 12, 14 days. At least, because we're currently suffering from the fact that we took a Spartan instead of a normal monthly payment. So she could be out for a while, which means Coach gets to step up, but I'm going to miss Warlord a lot because Warlord is a lot of fun. But managed to take everybody out. We should be able to get some parts, although if it's stuck at 2.9, that's going to be irritating and unfortunate because doing these missions for only two salvage is getting irritating. Especially when I negotiated for 3 and I'm not being paid every single contract. Which admittedly that one was my fault, but minus 83,000 because we were able to get an additional payoff. No penetrating hits, 20 days. Yeah, she's going to miss at least one. Probably 2 or 3. All the parts you could want, though. I think we go for the Jenner. We've got an opportunity to get it. And selling mechs is what will keep us alive. Unless there happens to be some really cool equipment, which there might be. We did take one of those mechs pretty decently intact. Endo Steel is good. IC Engines is terrible. We don't need imaging. The fusion cores are not anything amazing. A Gyro plus plus. Yes, we are swapping it out for a Gyro plus plus without a second's hesitation. Quick check for heatsink kit, just in case. No, just heat sinks. Jump jets, patchwork materials, another supercharger. TTS weapons in general, upper ballistic. Ooh. Weighs 10% of 1/10 of the chassis tonnage. I'm not quite sure how to parse that. And a weapon computer, which is 3 additional tons. Artemis 4. We are not taking any Jenner parts for our mandatory thing. We are taking the Clan Artemis 4 system. And, by the way, is there a Clan LRM-20 that we've missed or not? Streaks. No, there is not. Okay. LRM-10. Not what I'm looking for. I want the LRM-20. It's 5 tons. Which is a huge weight savings. Now, we could have definitely got a Jenner, likely, but this improves our mechs as they are, instead of having to take a brand new mech and completely rebuild it. And I assume we're going to run into more Jenners. I assume, but I should probably start looking to get my hands on actual mechs so we can sell them. Yeah, we got 1 Jenner part. So we also got 2 LMGs, a heavy medium laser, which is nice. How many do I have of these already? 1, and a medium pulse clan, of which I have 1 as well. So not the greatest of hauls aside from the things that we wanted, but the Gyro Defense Plus Plus will definitely be useful. We can put that on other mechs and do something with that. I believe the Aramsham does need a Gyro Defense Plus Plus. I think it only has a single plus right now. That will allow us to then take the single plus and put it on something else. One modification that we really kind of do need to make, though, is the Vindicator. Has an ultralight gyro. Ultralight gyros have a stability threshold of 30 compared to a normal gyro's threshold of 40, of which XL gyros are considered normal gyros except in terms of space. So they also have a stability threshold of 40, which is important. So the Vindicator is vulnerable to falling over, unfortunately, which there's only so much we can do to mitigate that. Pilot skills does help, but yeah. It is a minor concern to me. Hopefully we won't have to field it, and that'll save me the trouble at all. Everybody's been hit, so that'll probably be at least 2 days for repairs, which is a little bit nerve-wracking. But we didn't take too bad of a hit. It's just Starburst is going to be out for the next 20 days. Ugh. I need to get us back on a standard payment option. 28,006 days. Oh, who took the bad hit? Nobody got a penetrator. 3 days on the Aramsham. Well, get that Aramsham up top. Hellhound with it. The Punisher, I can kind of live without the Punisher for a bit. 2, 1. Okay, all of our mechs are done. 15 days until Starburst is out of medical, which is really a pain. But we're going to do a quick check of our MechWarriors. I don't think they leveled up. After all, we only got like 500 experience for these missions. Well, she can get Warlord again. Varangian is not there. Synapse, not there. Coach, obviously not there. Heck is not there. Alright, so this is going to be a bit of a lean time, and we're going to have to try really hard to survive it. It's going to be difficult, and I have great concerns about it, but I'm going to try, because I desperately would like to get to day 1200. I think we can do it. We may have to sell a lot of mechs that we've been saving in the mech bay, which will push us back from being able to get stuff for free and easy. But we're going to try. I think we can do it. We've got 114 days left on this deployment, and then that's going to put us at like day 1100 or something. We'll be relatively close to ending the campaign after the end of this deployment. So, with that said, hopefully we'll make it through. Anyway, I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. Before I see a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.